Various ways, bro. I mean, the last 5 years, we've both been networking and doing different things that involve a lot of different relationships from all across the globe. I mean, the
Yeah.
Sony Music Distribution competition
Right.
that I created in 2016, that opened up platforms for us to meet and greet.
Yeah. 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 That's
That's what
what's
I
up, man.
remember.
Now, so so people, welcome to DJC Radio Global. You're rocking with the Hip Hop and R&B show. Tonight we have indie artist Big James on. We're just gonna chop it up and have a good time, man. Listen, James, if you got anything that you want to drink or smoke, just feel free. All right.
Appreciate that. One love. Live in the
All right,
basement,
brother.
baby.
So live in the basement. Saturday night, Halloween. We got a big full moon out there. Uh moons moons usually like affect me and shit like that, but we're gonna get into all that later. This is a station where indie lives artists matter, and I came up with that slogan myself. I know people probably came up with it also. However, we really mean it here on DJ Radio Global, man. We support people, we sell beats, we got ghostwriters, we got the radio station that certifies you get your royalty payments for your spins, Shout out to BMI. Love you guys, and we're just the truth. And tonight we have big things, man. And I wish I could partake, but I probably have some coworkers watching and shit.
It's all good. Keep it business as usual. They say you creating
Yeah,
and
yeah,
setting
yeah.
friends, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you for
Got
giving
you.
me kudos.
Yeah, man. But listen, okay.
You deserve kudos yourself because your platform is outstanding on
Thank you.
all social media platforms,
Thank
and
you.
you do have a lot of other popular radio shows, radio hosts, um, multi-platinum recording artists like Mr. Cheeks and the Ryan Show. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I did my research.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on anybody's
Wow.
show. I'm not
Wow. You've
saying
been.
better than the next person. It's just that I want that value, you know what I mean, to come with all of my
Yes. Yeah.
presentation.
Thank you so much, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's I absolutely love what I do. Absolutely love. It's like I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. So this is I just love it. So anyway, enough about me. Thank you for the accolades, brother. Um, tell us your musical journey. Like when did you start? What's your background? Because I know that you was like affiliated with Sony and things like that, or still is. Tell us your background.
Well, I'm a country boy. You know what I'm saying? Most people probably
That's what's
could
good.
see if they don't know what it is. That's Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? My team sucks right now, but it is what it is. But I'm originally from
Ah,
Mississippi. I'm an Army vet, so I served the country, and I did a lot of time for my military service in the Carolinas. It's a beautiful part of the
okay.
country. That's where I became
Yeah,
founded
yeah.
as a young businessman and pursued my artistry. I am.
Beautiful, man.
I,
Yeah.
go ahead, bro. I got
No,
a lot
no.
of stuff, but I
Mine.
really want to kind of sum it up. I don't want to
Okay.
take too much time. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
business
yeah.
wise, I started a real LLC incorporation in 2006 after I was
Okay.
brought into the industry business side of things by SCMG, the number one record label in the country right now, owner Arnold Taylor. Arnold Taylor, that
Oh
was my
wow.
mentor. In 2002, when I first
Nice.
came on the stage as an artist in South Carolina, Arnold was hosting a major talent show, and he picked me out of the talent that performed
Okay.
and introduced me to all the labels, and the rest was history, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So you know some of the business side of it? Did you learn a lot from Sony?
Well, I was actually doing like marketing and promotions for artists. And then I got
Okay.
introduced to the radio campaigns. Um, and once I took on my first artist as a so-called manager, I started getting his
Yeah.
records placement in a lot of places that people wouldn't expect me to be able to do, especially if I didn't have like a history being known getting placements for records. But like I said,
Yeah.
that's what Arnold Taylor has been doing for like 15, 20 years for all of the major record labels. And
Yeah.
when he took me on as an artist, he
Yeah.
introduced
So,
me
but
to
listen
the
up.
exact, yeah, he introduced me to the exact business format. And once I learned the business, I
Yeah.
started seeing things clearly. In order to have opportunities, you have to know the business. In order to create opportunities for someone
Definitely.
other than just yourself, you have to know the business. If I hadn't pursued and learned the business, me being an artist, it'd been just like any other struggling artist.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
take chances, you take
So,
major risks. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those
yeah,
trials and
definitely.
tribulations don't necessarily have to go through when you learn the concepts of music business.
Yeah. Yeah. So, listen, hold up. Is it anything, because this is an indie artist show, like die heartedly, like indie artists listening right now that are on the come up and everything like that. What what is like one solid piece of advice can you give them based on your knowledge that is a must as an indie artist?
It's about a team effort. It's not an individual thing. You could be the greatest artist or you could be the weakest artist. Your team is what creates the awareness and the value. And together you can grow and you can learn
Yes.
the growing pains through business, because it doesn't make any difference if you got a blueprint. You still have to go through the trial and error, the on job training, which means as humans, we make mistakes and mistakes were made to be corrected. If we had all the right answers, we would never learn anything, or we would never see the value or significant difference going out there and actually putting in the work yourself rather than sitting back watching someone else put the work in and then you just politely take the credit for it. It's like a saying,
Yeah.
everybody who's not eating wants to eat and they want to eat on a certain level. What I've learned is all you earn, you keep. When someone has to feed you, you're subject to go hungry because it's taken away from someone else or something else to include something or someone who's not adding on. You know what I mean? You have to have assets. You know, team
Yeah.
concepts, meaning there are roles, there are positions. And individuals have to know how to play those roles in order for a vehicle to be able to move forward. Be consistent.
Yes. Yes.
Learn how to make the
You
adjustments
got to
to
be consistent.
constructive criticism. Know the real truth and the value between what you grew up learning, who you're influenced by, versus the type of content you're creating. When you're a beginner, you're not on that level. So that means you have to learn and you have to grow. And then you'll eventually, if you take the right, construction criticism, you'll eventually learn how to put the pieces to the puzzle together. But it's about work ethic. It's about having an open mind, and it's
Yeah.
about being willing to do things that you wouldn't normally do, making sacrifices.
Got-
You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's what I
definitely,
would
man.
tell.
That's some great advice.
Yeah, appreciate it. I had to go by
Yeah.
myself. It's all learned and acquired information.
Got you. Got you. Now, are these some of the radio stations that you guys submit music to that Jay Z and them back in the days were paying like $1 million to get their stuff played?
Man, that was The industry, those were relationships with the industry, and it's like putting
Okay.
money in the bank. You know what I mean? The more as a
Yeah,
business
yeah.
you learn how to invest into your product, the more you stand to get on the return. That's the business of doing music, royalties. You know what I'm saying? Copyrights, ownership.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very broad and it's very advanced. It's not the same as regular businesses. It has so many various
Yeah.
ways for you
Yeah,
to
definitely.
receive residual
You are
income.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That it'll blow your mind. So a radio advertisement
Right.
broadcasting, that's basically what it is. Putting money in the bank. It's like a banker's game, banking system. You're the owner. It's your CD. It's your stock. You have the budget to invest in your product. You'd be foolish not to.
So can you give us a few places that an indie artist definitely should be registered with before they put out a song, or if their song is out? And then we'll get to your music and your titles and all that good stuff, brother. But I just want some of your knowledge right now.
Absolutely. You know, this right here, artists should be registered with either BMI or ASCAP for publishing reasons. And they have to go to the Congress of Library for copyrights. They have to register those separately. Then they need to register with a PR firm or company. Someone like Sound Trust to collect
Okay.
royalties for publishing and licensing on the behalf that
Or something
places
like
like
Harry.
Sound Exchange, BMI, and ASCAP don't pay you. They're licensed with these companies and they collect from these companies on your behalf and then in return pay you as a licensed member. Um,
So, yeah, those are
if
mechanical
they
royalties,
plan,
yeah. Sync royalties, right?
right, right. If they plan to do any media base or BDS monitoring radio campaigns, national or global, then they need to be registered with SoundScan. They need to be registered with Nielsen, music reports.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you.
You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm saying?
This
Because
right
you
here.
saying everything that I've been telling these people. I've been saying this for years, and you're saying everything that I tell them, and you're explaining it even further than I was able to. So I'm fucking loving it.
Absolutely. One love. And that's pretty much it. Those five that I just gave, those are the ones that they hold hostage. They keep them
Yeah,
secrets because those labels they go and they collect
yeah,
all
yeah.
those various royalties that are due to the artists because the artists are the ones
That,
who are the authors.
that,
You know what I mean? So
yes, yes.
artists that's listening, tuning in, y'all better check in with DJ Cisco. He's the master. This
Yo,
is why he's the
have you
master
ever heard of
because
the
he can
Harry Fox?
ask. Yeah, as you were saying,
Have you ever heard of the? Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Harry Fox Agency?
absolutely is one of the most
Oh,
outstanding, largest booking, firms, in American history.
and they
You know,
collect your mechanical royalties for you because mechanical royalties can't be collected directly from you. You need a middle person to represent you even for those.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what the label is.
So
That's why you
have
have your label.
people like that.
That's why you create a LLC as an artist, because as an artist, you're a brand, you're a product, you're a business. So once you create
Yeah.
that entity yourself, you set yourself up for success because now they're capable of doing business with you as a business representative versus you as just strictly an artist.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. They're dealing with you as a business. All right, listen, man. Yo, let's get to your music, brother. What do you have out? What are your past joints that you have, and where can we get them?
I didn't hear you say it again.
Just a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, big guy. I was saying, let's get to your music. What is your current music out? What is some of your old tracks that you still, promote? And where can we find it?
My music is on all the platforms: Pandora, iHeart, Tidal, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Shazam. I mean, Beatport, Deezer. It's on all the major platforms that you can either stream or go and download. And it's doing numbers right now. You know, on Pandora right now, I have the opportunity to become the next big sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's why media and press and interviews such as what we're doing are very vital to the path that I'm on. My new single that
Yeah.
I just recently dropped is called All I Need, and it's featuring a very beautiful young lady by the name of I Am Brill, who's from my hometown in Mississippi. And I dropped my first single
Shout
called
to
I'm
I Am
Dreaming
Bro.
about 60 days ago. Yeah, I Am Brill, baby, aka Princess Brill. Yeah. Yes.
Tell
People
I said
seem to
thank you for
love it,
that drop,
Cisco.
man. I'm gonna definitely put. Yeah, definitely. Now, Mr. James, I was listening to you closely. You was breaking down what you got out, how the numbers are doing. And you did one thing that I encourage every artist to do because I have a record label. So the artists that I put down, I try to turn into business people as opposed to depending on me and helping with the record label. With their like sales and they play. Like I want to turn them into a business person, letting them know that they are a business because they have a talent that people want.
Absolutely.
So it's called supply and demand. You did you did not say that you have a direct download, brother. If you are doing numbers, please get a direct download, meaning you put it on your website and people could
Absolutely.
purchase it and that money goes straight to you without even going
Absolutely.
through motherfucking iTunes or these people giving us 50 cents. You can get the whole $10 for your shit. All right, brother. So I just want you
Absolutely.
to do that.
DickJames.com is under construction right now as we speak. So that's the goal right there, what you just said.
Round of
So
applause,
we
man.
just dropped another jewel for the
Got you.
viewers and the listeners who weren't
Got
aware of what you just said.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
exactly. That's no problem, homie. So all I need, man, what is this song about?
Hey man, this is about a moment. You know, it's been real surreal,
Yeah.
especially dealing with this pandemic. It's had us to have to sit
Bro.
down, you know what I'm saying?
2020 is like
Take
a
a
Tuesday.
moment and,
Yeah.
and, and choose our options a little more wisely than we have, in our recent past. So it basically gave me a new experience, new
Yeah.
talent, motivation and inspiration. And that's basically how that record came up. All I need is time. And everybody needs somebody good in their
Yep.
life. You know what I'm saying? That they can vibe with and
Yep.
that inspires them genuinely to get up, get out, and get something. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Don't
For
spend
real.
all your time or your days getting high. You know what I mean? Shout out to Outcast and Good Advice. Feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But
And that's what
listen,
I
you
Am
can
Real
partake,
does.
but learn how to. Yeah. Learn indie artists. You could partake in the cannabis because I I don't care what no one says. It gives artists inspiration and great ideas that they would not come up with if they were sober. I'm telling you. So I've seen people come up
Absolutely.
with stuff smoke, come up with complete records that are hits. Um, so feel free, but don't abuse it, people. If you see
Right,
that you just
right,
not
right.
working and you smoking all day and stuff like that, you're just a weed head. Like, don't abuse it.
Have to be
Utilize the plant
responsible.
for what it is, man.
Right. Have to be
It is a
responsible.
very and definitely, and it's a
It's for
dope meditating
elevation.
herb. So just use it
Yes,
wisely.
absolutely.
Total evolution. All right, so let's get to your joint. Let's get to your joint. All I need, and this right here is DJC Radio Global. We just having a good time Friday night. Happy Halloween. Got that crazy ass moon out. What you say, baby? It's Saturday night. I said Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got people in the background,
It hadn't been a Halloween on a
we doing our
Saturday
thing.
night in a long time, bro.
Yo, and I'm currently in the suburbs, so I'm from New York, and this shit is all new to me because it's quiet as hell. I'm like, this is not Halloween, but it's all good as long as everybody's safe.
Right.
That's what counts. So let's get to the song. All I Need. This is Dick James right here on DJC Radio Global. We just sitting back having a good one. Get your drinks, get your smoke, and enjoy All I Need.
Absolutely.
Little baby want that purse, little baby put in that work. Little baby ain't the jealous type to get her feelings hurt. My little baby stay busy, little baby be on the grind. Little baby like to find a thing, she create her own design. Little baby called me an outcast and precious so clean. So she rolling with me, cause we doing things going places she ain't never seen. Age ain't nothing but a number. Little baby about to be strong. She bout it since no limit. Little baby all on my tongue. My little baby, she's a ride or die. She be rolling with me tough. So I tell her all the time that she's a diamond in the rough. I take her out in Buffalo so I can see her shine. Tell her pick whatever she want and that the pleasure is all mine. You're all I need. You can see in the best of body. You're all I need. You can see in the best of body. You're all I need. You can see in the best of body. I hop off in that Audi, we hit the highway live. He hop out in that all white, he looking player fly. I hop in that all black ombre, yeah, six legs, yeah. Keep my Marvin Gaye for my sexy heel, and I believe you, baby. Yes, I hop out in that Audi, we hit the highway live. He hop out in that all white, he looking player fly. I hop in that all black, I'm Ray-X and he's six legs. Keep Marvin Gaye for my sexy heel, and I believe, baby. You're all I need. Baby. You can see, and that's about it. You're all I need. You can see, and that's about it. Yeah. You're all I need. Oh yeah. You can see, and that's about it. Stay busy, baby be on the grind.
That right there is all I need. My man Dick James and I Am Brill right here on DJC Radio Global. Yo, James, that's a hot track, bro.
Appreciate that, fam. One love.
Radio ready. Who is the producer?
Dope Boys Music from out of Germany by way of Miami, Florida. Two white boys.
Damn. How'd you connect with them?
Bruh. It's funny how people just be researching in me and get at me, man. You know, I've been dealing with these kids for like 4 years, man, but I wasn't an artist. I was helping other artists. So I've had tracks. I got tracks from Zaytoven, and I mean, now I get to utilize these products for myself as an artist. So it's come full circle, bro. It's a blessing. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words.
Man. That was the setup.
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah. All right, man. I didn't even realize it. How long have you been in the industry?
Since 2006.
Exactly. That's how 2006. Okay, so that's been like 14, 15 years. So what's different from when you first got in the game to now? Like, what are some of the things that you was like, damn, this just switched up?
Just the business. Just knowing the business skips you so far ahead of all of the riffraff. You don't have to go through tribulations when you're just in la la land, and you have to rely on someone who may or may not be official to just take you around the block, and you're not even recognizing the signs of the foolery. So it's like a loss of time. And we know, we learned in life, time is one of the only things that we just don't get back. You never get time back. So
you're absolutely right.
And those relationships, maintaining those relationships, communicating. You know what I'm saying? Like what we're doing right now.
Speaking of time, exactly. Like, this is not trying to toot my own horn, but like, I've been doing this for like a long time. This is a great platform, man. A lot of people get noticed from this show. Like this one girl, she is a writer, and she was on the show, and she said people just started calling out the blue. She was like, "Who are these people?" It was like, "Yeah, I saw you on DJ Cisco show. I want to know if you want, like a promo campaign and all this stuff." It was just weird. She was like, "Oh shit!" But when she told me that, I was like, "Good, I'm doing something right." And on certain platforms, Universal Music Group follows me, allhiphop.com, Sony Music. They click like on my post, so I know that they fucking watching. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, brother. But Dick James, man, what did you have out before, and what you got out now? Let's talk about your music, brother.
Well, we just played the latest single that I dropped, All I Need, featuring I Am Brill. But the first single I dropped is called I'm Dreaming. You know what I'm saying? And the title kind of speaks for itself. Right now, I'm living a dream. Because it's been a dream since I was a kid.
Are you saying that you live in a dream? Okay, I got you. You're not saying it's a dream because 2020 is crazy. You're talking about this is your musical dream.
This is the reality of I'm living it. You know what I mean? And learning the business for the last 10 years, the blueprint, all the mentors, the labels if I want. Right now, it's just all about me. I don't even want to do no deal with the labels at this current moment. When I do decide to do a situation with the labels, it won't be about me. It'll be about my label and the artists on my label, like I Am Real and B. Paris. That would be the reason for me doing a label deal, so that I'll have the advanced budget to put those beautiful princesses in the world's hands. Me myself, I'm content with what I'm
but
doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I have the blueprint. I got the greatest mentor. Yeah, he got the greatest artist and the greatest label right now. It's in the pudding. So all I'm doing is just continuing to follow the steps that he put me in a position to learn. I just get the chance to apply it to myself. So I'm gonna take this time and I'm gonna work me and let the rest of it work itself. And I'm gonna be the example.
Now you remember back? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Remember how like back in the day? Yeah. Remember like back in the days when labels would promote an artist that they put on, like they would promote them through means that most indie artists couldn't do. But do you notice nowadays they don't do that? So I don't understand why people would need a major right now if they shit is popping.
Well, the majors ain't messing with you nowhere unless you popping, because see, then it's a business deal. It's an arrangement. It's not a development situation. If you're not developed, if you're not a LLC, a business, a brand, a product yourself, it's not gonna happen. You know, unless it's some independent label that's really up and starting, they'll probably take the chance on you because their budget is probably not all in place, and they probably don't have the PR, the resources that a label basically did. If the label was major, they hired the people, brought them in onto their label, and they assigned them to certain positions and certain roles or certain accounts. They're not doing that no more. You know what I mean? The only way to get in is like having a platform like what you have. See, you set up. You're the example of a management firm or distribution or marketing or press. That's basically what the labels were doing. They were outsourcing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now that the development era is over.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, but Rock Nation contacted me this year. They was promoting the artists, and they were going to use my platform to promote their artists that they bring on. But I was speaking to these two young ladies, and the artists that they were promoting, the label stopped promoting them. You know, like how that shit happens. Like they'll tell you sell you the world, and then when they put you out and the numbers don't do what they want them to do, they'll just drop you, like not even give you a chance. So that's what they did to this young man. But my point was, Rock contacted me.
They probably fell out business wise because whoever it was that was responsible for the artist that brought them to the table, they probably fell back once the label got involved, and they didn't do anything to help continue to, the surge from their perspective. You stop promoting.
I didn't even
because you expected someone else to do the job that you're supposed to do. It's your artist. It's not our artist. We're doing an arrangement with you. So if we're doing an arrangement, you're trying to put all the responsibility on us. That's a liability. What they did was if they kept them, they signed them off, put them on the shelf until whoever it is that's in the way either give up and get on out the way, and then they'll reshelf them, repackage them, and keep working them. Or either they just sever ties with them altogether because it's a middle man or middle woman that's in the way of the process. It's always about management.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Because to be honest about it, Rock Nation does good on their word. They say they're gonna stamp you, and they stamp you, and you're their artist. They don't get no money for not marketing you. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z and them about making money. So if they give you the go, they believe they can make some money with you. But they're giving you the go because of something you were doing that brought you to their attention. So if you stop doing that, shit, what you think they gonna do?
Yeah. So I guess that's what happened to that young man. But
I don't expect nobody to love me more than I love myself. You know what I mean? So if I give myself the love that I believe a label should give me, then the label will see exactly how they're supposed to treat me based on how I treat myself in my presentation.
So you're saying that was poor management?
Absolutely. It was all about trying to get their
really
palms free.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Now we got a label. Shit, I'm gonna fall back.
All right, man,
done. That lazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not,
you gotta stay home.
All right, so
I'm dreaming, bro.
So exactly. No matter how much you get. So that song, I'm Dreaming. Did you ever tell us the name of the album? Did you?
Nah, because the album's really like untitled. You see what I'm saying?
All right, so these two tracks, are they on the EP?
Yeah. Yeah. They're on the EP.
Okay,
and they're just getting their own individual marketing and promotions, you know what I mean? Because they're good enough to stand on their own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're about the same thing, but they're both a part of a different process. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm dreaming is like I said, I'm dreaming. But I'm in the reality of my dream. And it's like Freddie is chasing me. He can't just invade my dream because it's beautiful in here. It's a peace of mind. He wants to cause a nightmare, and he can't. Because my dream is a reality. I'm in control of it from a business perspective.
Nice.
Your dream is a reality. I'm on the reality show right now. Shit. This Cisco's imprint right here.
Global. Yo, let's get to your joint, James. All right?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. This is I'm Dreaming, Dick James, right here on DJC Radio Global.
Body picture perfect, I can see the frame. Treat you like you tell me, treat you, hope you do the same. Scared to say I really love you cause I'm too ashamed. Treat me like a motivation, push me through the pain. You could be my new addition, can you stand the rain? Or we can just vibe, just enjoy some pain. We can take a trip, I need a vacation. I see it in your eyes, you've been patiently waiting. And I've been vibing, I see that you're hoping. Got me focused, baby girl, I'm scoping. The next move will be the best move. I know that you're watching. Love got me boxed in. Like Jodeci, I'm fiending. From the kitchen to the shower for a couple of hours. Having sex conversations about money and power. Cause in a minute, I'ma crank up the body. Freaky shit I wanna do to your body. Pretty brown thing, you're a hottie. Shit I'm about to do, you can't tell nobody. Ooh, you know I like to eat it. And you know I like to eat it. I'm dreaming. Please don't wake me.
If I'm dreaming, please don't wake me. Don't wake me. Don't wake me up.
Please don't wake me up. If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
Don't wake me up.
Do me a favor while you're waiting in room. Private dance for me, let me see you on Zoom. Fantasize about it all day long. But man, but you hear that it's all this position. No shit, money keep coming off on stage. The world's been at me, don't your friends keep calling, you might as well ditch them. Let me hit you with the roll right. Fuck around and we gon' go the whole day. Whatever you want, have it your way. You know I got the juice like a motor. From the kitchen to the shower for a couple of hours, having sex conversation about money and power. Cause in a minute I'ma crack up the body. It's freaky shit I wanna do to your body. Pretty brown thing, you're hot. Shit I got to do, you can't tell nobody. Ooh, you know I like to eat it. And you know I like to beat it. Please don't wait me if I'm dreaming. Please don't wait if I'm dreaming.
Don't wake me up.
Don't wait.
Wake me up. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. I'm dreaming. Oh, dreaming. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dreaming, fam. Yeah. So what's popping with it?
Brother? Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. It's been set to reload. Sometimes Facebook kicks you off after a certain amount of time. So I was asking you,
Right.
do you prefer the business side of it or being an artist?
Shit, being an artist is how I got introduced to the business side.
Okay.
And right now, it's my time to be an artist because of the business that I've been putting in. So I'm going to enjoy this time as being an artist to create that opportunity in that space for the artists that I have on board.
Nice.
And
I'm
then
proud
I'll
of you.
go ahead and continue to make sure the business, yeah, is functioning.
Hey, so name some of your artists.
I didn't hear you.
I said name some of your artists.
Well, currently I have B, currently I have B Paris, the first lady of Dick James Latrice Management. She's out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Um, and she has a single out called Merry-Go. Yeah, yeah, she's very beautiful. She's also a professional dancer, and I also have I Am Brill, who's the princess of the label. And you
Big
just
shout
heard her on
out
All I
to
Need,
Detroit.
and you also heard her on the chorus of I'm Dreaming.
Got you. Um, do you find it hard to run a label and be an artist?
Not at this present time,
Okay.
because I just have so much expertise and experience
Wow.
that it's easier because I'm not like someone who could be difficult to deal with. You know what I'm saying? When we have tough times, it's all about the individual, headstrong or unwilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're dealing with people who have likewise mind, spirit, and will, the transition it's a lot easier.
Yeah. No resistance.
progress is simplified. You know what I mean?
It's so hard to find a team though that people can work with. But yeah, I'm glad that you got the perfect fit and you found that and they really supported you. What is your take on this like current state in America with these racist issues and the president? You know, not too much on it, but like, what's your take on it?
Bro, it's divisive. You know what I mean? And you just have the so-called agreement, peace treaty that was supposed to be signed with, us, the indigenous people of the land.
Yeah,
And, hey, they never honored it. I mean, hell, it's just the time to come up. Either you're going to do the right thing by it, or this is what you're going to have: self-destruction and retaliation and reciprocation. Because these are the spirits of our ancestors, our foremothers and forefathers, and this is what's supposed to happen. You
yeah,
can't keep doing what you've always done. You've made promises that you did not keep. All of our great leaders that have come and not passed come and been taken away from us because they decided that they were going to stand up and hold you accountable for the reasons why these different backgrounds and lives and people are here on this
yeah,
land. This is what the government calls, what they call Africa and every other land. This is the promised land. We're the promised land. We're a part of that lost tribe from their historical religions, their teachings. No matter which walk of life or which form of religion you choose to believe or study, each one of them speaks of those lost
mm,
tribes. We're one of the major top tribes that they speak of.
damn,
We're it. That's why they speak of us in third party, because they're speaking in code. Even got some of us speaking in third party when we speak of the Indian. There was no other body on this land besides you and me. And then everything else came in after the embodiment and the welcoming of us allowing them to come in onto this foreign land and civilizing them, teaching them how to be able to survive and maintain a way of life in a foreign place. Need the people be reminded.
yeah,
And
that,
then all
that,
of a sudden now you have people here that believe that they're entitled to a land that they came to
yeah, it's just
because
crazy.
they've been taught in history that they're supreme and they own it. No, you haven't
Yeah, but
paid the
listen,
debt, so
let me just
therefore
ask
you
you a
don't
question.
own. But if you continue to think you can murder
Yeah,
and get rid of people, that you can't keep doing that.
can't keep
Laws
doing
and
it. Exactly.
civilization keeps upgrading. Thank you. So it's right now it's we're at war with our own homeland because the people who we employ to be decision makers have persistently and consistently turned their back on us.
You're
And now a
right.
lot of them are so elderly to the point where their asses are dying off. And their grandchildren aren't buying into the same shit that they were
Oh
forced
man, you
to
are
buy
so
into, or at least their
right.
parents were.
Shit.
It's a bunch of love in this place that we live in, and it comes from every race known to mankind, and that's
Yeah,
what they're doing. They're continuing to try and keep that love from cultivating, because once it cultivates, it's going to wake the fuck up, and all the
exactly.
shit that they've been plotting, and it's
Yeah. Yo,
the
bro,
time has
listen,
come. It's up. You got to do the right thing.
I know white teenagers that fought their parents because their parents was racist, calling one of their friends nigga, and they wasn't going for it. Like that didn't happen back in my mom and pop days.
Absolutely.
These white, like some of these white kids,
they were afraid.
Their black friends. They're like, yo, this guy knocked out his father on it was like on YouTube because he called his friend a nigga. I could not believe it. But that right there shows love.
I saw that.
Yeah, you all saw that, right?
Yeah.
So that proves that love.
Yeah, they're saying outright.
Those races are.
They're saying outright. We go to school. Yeah, man, you teach that. You're not born racist.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Babies love one another.
Exactly.
Shit. How can you deny love? You know what I'm saying? You're ignorant if you're denying love or you're divisive. You're the total opposite, and you have a mission to destroy it.
Yep. Yeah.
There ain't no if, no ands, or buts, or maybes about it. There's no in between that.
Now listen, I am not saying
every white person
is racist. Like I just said, we got some white people that are just not some. We have many white people that are non-racist and they stand up and they support their peoples. Damn, man, I was gonna make a point just now when you
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. But
black people, it's the same thing. Asian people and whatever other form of life, there are good people in every race. People are people, good, bad, and ugly. Skin color doesn't have anything to do with whether you're fucking evil or you're not. You know what I mean? That's the plot. That's the divisive mechanism.
Yeah.
When someone does something wrong, first thing the media has planted in our head to say, well, what color was it? It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
The motherfucker did something wrong. The motherfucker evil. Evil is evil. White, black, green, purple, or whatever. God damn it, shit. Let's get rid of the evil. Let's not get rid of the green. Let's not get rid of the brown. Let's get rid of the goddamn evil. The distraction, the deception. You know what I mean?
They do that. Yeah. The government has implemented ways that start once you're a kid going to public school. Public school control your minds so you don't want to overthrow the government. And then as you get older, they plant racism in your head and they put us against each other. Because as long as we're fighting, we're not going to ever fight them for change. So they know what they're doing.
Let's go even further when we identify those who are doing it. See, because government is a beautiful structure.
Yeah.
Government has never done anything wrong. Government is a form for success.
Yes.
It's the people who are employed in charge of forms of government that decide to leave different people out.
Yeah.
The platform was created for the people.
Yeah.
To help the people. The people are the reason why we have good and we have what they call bad, or we have negative and we have positive. The government gets blamed for a lot of shit that the government has never done. When we start holding these people accountable, then we won't be using the terms like government. We'll be using terms like our president or our vice president or our senators and our congressmen on both sides, because Democrats and Republicans, that ain't shit but a bunch of confusion itself. Because if you're for the process of the people, you don't need to be representing on two different aisles. Because all that is a distraction to, get you distracted. Nah, whatever you are, your goal is supposed to be coming together for the better. And you're not doing that. So when you don't represent that and you're the people that represent supposedly the people, you're the reason why all this shit is the way it is, because you put all this negativity and all this disease and this famine, you put all that shit in the place anyway, cause and effect.
That's the truth, man.
For control,
Listen, yeah, so listen, you just said love. That, that makes so much sense. Like, take the race out of it, take the nationality, just love, and it'll be no problems. People just got evil in them, man. It's just fucked up.
Recreation, bro.
Yeah.
Recreation, man.
So
Some of these white people are so afraid of their life that they have had the spoon fed, so they just go with whatever their grandparents and stuff tell them to do. Some of them are fighting the demons constantly themselves, and they're afraid to lose the livelihood that they didn't create for themselves. So that's why they just don't say anything.
yeah.
Um, but now it's gonna be hard to not stand up and represent yay or nay, because you're our friends, and if you're not with us, you're against us, because you know what we represent. We represent love. That's why we're friends. If we didn't
Yeah.
represent love, we would never be able to be friends in the first place. It's
Definitely.
not because of you guys we're friends, it's because of us that we're friends, because we've always been on this land. We're not from what y'all call Africa. We're not what they call Africans. That's not who we are. You know what I'm saying? We weren't brought over here on no damn slave ships. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our grandparents and shit like that fucking landowners. My grandmother's full-blooded Choctaw Indian, and my grandfather's, you know, by way of Haiti, Haitian, West
Oh wow.
Indians. You're on the East Coast. You the same thing, pretty much. That Cherokee and all that, all the things that they entitle or Redskins. That's you guys, because you're on the east side of what they call America.
My dad was a Blackfoot.
We're on the west side. That's what you are.
Yeah.
And it should be obvious when you look at it, if you goddamn, because I mean they say there were Indians on this land when they came here. What Indians were they talking about?
Yeah, bro. And they're not even called Indians.
You understand what I'm saying?
They're called natives. And that shit, Native Americans, pisses me off because how the fuck were they ever Americans? They were never Americans. They're just the indigenous native people. I hate that shit, bro. Native Americans. The fuck you mean?
That's it. Means it's a part of what they're teaching, which means
Exactly.
they're native to the land because their folks came to the land. And they were actually born on the land that their folks immigrated to. So that's what makes them native. Indigenous means we were born on the land, not
Yeah.
our folk came to the land and then gave birth to us. No, shit, our folks on this land, birthed on
Yeah.
this land. Our folks was the gatekeepers of this land. And then they gave birth to us. That's why reparations is on the agenda on the bill. You know, Bob Johnson is from Mississippi.
Yeah, but
Or
listen.
did you know that?
No, I did not know that. But I just want to say something about reparations. I'm glad that people brought that up. I was listening to a great show, Karen Hunter, and she was talking about like people talk about reparations. How do you think they should be paid, and to whom?
Bob Johnson laid that out. Bob Johnson. You know who Bob Johnson is?
Yeah,
BET.
yes, but what are
But
your
Bob
thoughts?
Johnson history is the same. BET. That's the founder creator of BET, Black Entertainment, Bob Johnson.
I'm saying,
And his history and my history.
I know Bob laid something out, but how do you feel they should be paid? You yourself.
Like Bob laid it out. Like
Okay.
Bob laid it out, because Bob is before our time, and Bob is a billionaire. And
Okay.
Bob said that every indigenous, black, whatever you want to call it, man in America, not those Africans that were brought to America.
Yeah.
Every indigenous black man and woman that's alive today should get at least $300,000+ in a form of reparations, because what he said is America owes us like 14 trillion motherfucking dollars.
Yeah.
in reparation, and that would equal out to every black American in this country that's actually from this country getting paid a reparation check of
What do you
300,000
mean?
plus.
What do you mean from this country? Not the slaves that were brought over here and then had families.
Oh no. They're already getting reparations or whatever you want to call it. Because when they come into the country, that's how their asses get to come in the country and come up. They get entitlements. They get funding.
No, no,
They,
no,
you know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no.
They
I'm
will
talking
call it.
about
The
during.
government calls
No,
it.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about during the slave trade, not the current ones.
Well, see, they're dead, so it's gonna be hard to repay them.
No, no.
They
I
can
know you
only
got
repay
people.
us because we're the grandchildren.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How are they going to trace that lineage? How do you think they're going to trace that shit? You know what I mean? Because there's no record.
Shit, everybody they trace everybody with them fucking social security numbers.
Man, listen, I'm saying
They're the ones that created the code. They're the ones that created the code so that they can know who quote unquote is or isn't what they call black or the
got
minority.
you.
It's in it's in every form of corporate. It's in the government and all forms of government, whether it's military or whatever the case may be. Black is Bravo. Bravo male, if it's a male. So if you like hear a scanner or police scanner, you know what I'm saying, and Bravo male, shit, that's black. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Echo, European, code for white.
Damn.
And I've been knowing this shit for 20 some years, but it didn't dawn on me until after I got out of the military and became back in the civilian life. When you started hearing regular police officers identify us when they come fucking with us or pull us over with some bullshit and they get on their motherfucking walkie-talkies and they call in and you hear them call back, Bravo, blah, blah, suspect, Bravo, male, blah, blah. Trying not to say black.
Yeah, yeah.
That's their racist code. Because that's who the police were created for. They were created to police us.
Definitely. Slaves used to hunt us down. That's how the police force was formed. This is horrible, man. Listen, so how are you going to make a change? How can we make a change, brother?
Within self. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Because self is always being watched by someone that's looking up at them. And when self can make the improvements for those that's looking up, they see that in reality and they know what that is. Seeing is believing, bro. Self accountability and self awareness is the key to growth and advancement.
That's why we got this problem now with the police, because they're not holding them accountable. And yes, accountability goes a long way. Big shout out to Zena MC Lady Z. And I think she's in a SIP or a Cali. My man John Hall in the building from Detroit. We just doing a late night. DJ Cisco, my man Dick James, played his joint All I Need and Dreaming. I'm dreaming. What were you doing before COVID, man? Like, did you have any shows or what's going on?
Going across the country. Going across the country, bro. You know, I had the comedy shows and the Southern Soul tours for the hip hop and the underground and the Southern Soul artists.
Yeah.
And I kind of like took a 6-month break, and then the COVID hit, and here we are. I started working on becoming an artist again myself, not even knowing that was the route I was going to be going, because I had a plan for a comedy tour, and it got derailed because the COVID didn't stop.
Yeah.
Here we are 9 months later.
Shit's still going.
Yeah.
It's resurfacing. Man, I was supposed to go to Europe, Czechoslovakia. This was going to be a big year for me. Shit was crazy, man. But like you said, this is this guy
2021 is though because this
putting things into
2021 is though because this right here it can't keep going. It's finna be a full year.
I hope so.
And this full year was based off of this campaign. This campaign shit finna be over with. You know what I mean? This was a stunt, and it went left wing on them. And they didn't want it or expect it to go that way. They just wanted to use their little usual scare tactics, and their scare tactics went too far, keeping it what they call quote unquote real. And this is when you keep it real and it goes too fucking far.
Who you think gonna win?
And that's why we're dealing with what we're dealing with. Who you think gonna win? Huh?
Who do you think gonna win the election?
It's kind of hard to say. Who do you think gonna win the election? It's kind of hard to say, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you got two different parties that have an enormous amount of powerful influences, and they can do really what they want to do when it comes to this. So it's all a matter of which one is going to stamp the other out. Which one is willing to do that in front of the eyes of the American and the people of all the other countries that are allies of the United Nations and the United States. And it appears that our president, who's the current president, is the one who has the balls to say, fuck you, pay me. You know what I'm saying? And in the eyes of the public, and Joe said, but he's not going to say it in the eyes of the public because he want to be this too goody shoes to cover up the record that he had to go along with from his past history. He was a part of the same corruptionists, but all of them were a part of that. Some black people too, because that was the way that they had to be a part of in order to get us to where we at today. Man, so he's doing his due diligence before he passes over to try and make just and do some right for the people that he's wronged over the years because of his crooked ass background of life that he come from. He didn't create that shit. He was forced to be a part of it, just like our people were forced to be a part of some of the negative shit that we had to deal with as well.
But listen,
it's an agenda. So
yeah, it's an agenda. But do you feel that because Donald Trump is ignorant, like he's not presidential, so he's not really going to be that formal and have the adequate, the composure and the professional characteristics to not speak reckless. He's a reality show host and person. So do you think that Joe Biden could become that person also?
Well, if Joe wins, Joe's not gonna be the one doing the speaking like that anyway. Shit, Carmela's gonna be the one doing that.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So that's what that's about. You see what I'm saying? She's the reason. She's the ticket for him to get the win because of her expertise and all the different things that she's done over the past so many years. All of her accomplishments as a black female, having to deal with being a black female and all the other shit that you face as a black person in general, but being a black woman in power.
Yeah. You know what,
she's gonna help all that old shit that Joe ass wouldn't be able to do.
Wouldn't be able to do. All right, so this is the first time in my.
I didn't hear you.
No, I got you. This is my first time in history seeing a presidential run like this. Like I've never seen so many people so divided. I was in a Trump fan tonight, and I stopped at like a Wawa, and I don't know where the hell I was at in Pennsylvania, but everybody had on "Make America Great" hats. They had on Trump sweatshirts. I was like, where the fuck am I at? Like my wife used the bathroom and shit. So I was just like I said, Joe, I gotta go into like New York City mode. So I started just eyeballing people. Like I don't want you to think I'm nervous or scared, but I was just looking at people.
Right.
And they were like not making eye contact, putting their heads down. I was like, are you proud or are you ashamed right now? Like the shit bugged me out, but shit could have went wrong, and I was just happy.
Scared, goddamn it,
Yeah,
and ashamed.
yeah. So
all of the above.
So yeah,
You know
so
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
just happy
Looking at this big black motherfucker.
I was like, this is crazy. So I was just happy that nothing went down because I don't want to ever have anything go down, with my wife and just like period, man. 'Cause like you said, it's about love, man. You ain't trying to get all hurt up and shit and hurt nobody up. But my thing is this: do you think things got worse since Donald Trump took office and when he started his campaign? Yes or no?
Absolutely, I mean, because it was a little bit going on during Obama's last
Yeah,
term, because obviously they were gearing up for what their asses has been doing since Trump
yeah,
has been in office. They trying
yeah.
to put that white power influence. They trying to inflict fear back on,
And
what I'm saying,
some support them. Some
Black
support that.
America. I mean,
And
apparently,
some people are terrified.
apparently the people that he's yeah, I know, man. Shit, and some people, depending on where they live, they should be, because some
Yes,
of these white people are racist and crazy enough to put their lives on the line because they've
yeah,
been guaranteed by somebody in power that their ass is gonna get off the hook if they're
yeah.
willing to do the devil's deed.
Now, James, listen. This is why when me and my
You know
wife
what I'm saying?
was looking for a house and looking for places to live, we always did our research, bro. Like, I will live in a mixed neighborhood, but I would never be the only black person in the area that's known fucking hick racist people that you have issues with. I don't give a fuck how much the
Right.
house costs. I do not know why our people
You asking
do
for
these
trouble.
areas. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
if some shit go down, you are on your
You
own.
trying to force them crackers, them
Yeah,
rotten ass crackers, to be a certain way just so you could walk. You asking them to walk on eggshells so you could walk around freedom.
or
They're not doing that shit, man, and that's ignorant of you to even ask them to do that.
and when shit like
If you don't have the balls to walk around like that on your own, then you don't deserve to walk around like that and have them walking around on
yeah,
eggshells, because they're at least being open and honest about who they are.
yeah, yeah,
I ain't mad at them for being racist.
yeah,
If that's who you are, be who you are. Thank you.
yeah,
At least I know that if I don't want racist issues and all the racial issues are over here on the west side, keep
yeah,
my ass from over there on the west side. The west side ain't for me.
yeah, definitely. Like
I'm not
people
trying
like,
to force them to be a way that I think they should be.
yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm
As
saying?
you
That's what freedom is about. As
and
long as they don't intercept or intercede
exactly.
on my freedoms and my people
don't
freedom, I
don't
don't
cut
have
me
no
free.
problem with them being racist.
They have no problem. They can stay right where they at and do that.
Leave me and my people alone, and we'll leave you and your people alone.
Exactly. But shit pop.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So I was trying to tell this person, like, don't care how cheap the house is. Do you really want to go through that? You know what I mean? Like, if some shit go down, like happening now, when they claiming race wars and all this shit, she could be with her kids and they get, like fucking surrounded because Joe Biden won. These are the times where trying to get away from your people, moving to an all white neighborhood,
Yep.
backfire on your ass. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Ain't
Anyway,
no way in the hell you should be doing no stuff like that.
so is there
Yep.
anything that we
Yep. Because you in your mind thinking you're gonna live a certain way.
yeah, yeah.
Peace
So
starts within, not material.
that's a definite, man. I'm drinking the 40. I'm taking it back to the 90s because my man Dick James seems so laid back and cool. Sorry your team lost tonight, brother.
Yo, I'm about to tell you something right now.
What?
You remind me of my old boss, man. You
What?
remind me of multi-platinum singer-songwriter, lead group singer of the R&B platinum group Today. You remember Big Bub?
Yeah, I remember you, Big
Do you
Bub.
really want him?
No,
Man, you and Bub look like twin brothers right
are
now,
you
bro.
serious?
Fred fucking Drake, aka Big Bub, right now with your
Yo,
glasses and your
listen,
bald head and your beard. I promise you, man, you and Bub look like motherfucking twins, bro.
James, I got a
I ain't
story with Big
bullshit.
Bub. I got a story with Big Bub, bro. Yo, listen. This right here is funny as hell. I never met him. However, you remember Soul Train?
Yeah.
All right. So I wake up. You remember Soul Train used to come on like Saturday mornings, like 12, whatever. So I wake up and my brother watching it in the room and shit. So Big Bub was on there singing with Today. He was a big dude. He had a little trench coat on. He was doing this shit. So Don Cornelius was, he was
Right.
So Don Cornelius was like, we got Today in the house and they're singing their brand new hits and all this stuff. They came out to a commercial. So he's like, introduce the group. So Bubba, when he introduced the group, Bubba was on some Fly Guy shit. And me and my brother laughed our asses off for decades after this shit. So he was like, Don Cornelius was like holding the mic. Can you hear me? All right. So Don was holding the mic, and he said, "Yeah, what's the name of this group called Today?" So the guy, so it was like three of them. So Bubba went last and shit. So they introduced like the other two. Bubba went last. He said, "What's your name?" Bubba was like this. Big Bubba.
Right.
I was like, did you just see what this nigga just did? Yo, that was a joke. We had that shit for years. But yo, if you can find that episode and see the way Big Bubba said his name into the mic, like that nigga, like he was like, I'm Michael Jackson. Fuck that. I'm Michael Jackson. But yeah,
right.
Man. Big shout out to Big Bubba.
Right. And, that's how they motherfucking they had him getting down like that, yo. Because he wrote for Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah. So he actually really believed that shit. He wrote for that.
He wrote for Michael Jackson?
He wrote for Luther, Mary J. He wrote for all the greats. Yes.
Big Bubba.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Big Bubba, I will never laugh at you again from that episode. You had the right to do that, brother. But I'm gonna put that episode up on DJC.
And he was the vice president of Motown.
Oh man,
you hear me?
Damn, brother. Yeah, I heard you, brother. Shit.
He was the vice president at Motown during the Wu-Tang and like D'Angelo and Erykah Badu era.
Wow, I didn't know that. Big Bubba from Today. All right, man. So
yeah, man.
So what do you have coming up? I know this year is shot, but what do you have where people can follow you and see you more often? Like, like what you got going on?
Well, we have an Artist Connect tour that's getting ready to start going across the country. The first tour date is November 23rd, Dallas, Texas. So hopefully the weather won't be too corrupt this time, this year coming up. And hopefully we can make our way up to New York, man. We plan on going across the country, and just keep your eyes open. We got a lot of things happening. I just graced the cover of Stardom 101's magazine issue, which is probably going to drop Monday, October 31st, Halloween special issue. It's a very, very in detail exclusive interview, and it gives all of my time and my history, jewels, mentors, relationships from beginning to where we are now and to where we plan on going in the future, man. It's a beautiful situation. And I have a few other things going on that I just can't mention at this particular time. I'm gonna just let those blessings keep working. Yeah. And then hopefully the next time around when I'm back on with you, I'll be able to speak on those things because they will be taking place at the time that I'll be able to do it. So I could just simply mention, you know what I mean? But right now, I just want to let them do what they're supposed to do. And in due time, I'll be able to speak on behalf of it.
Got you, brother. I was trying to put up the magazine cover, but it was saving as like a web page. Anyway, it's all good. So, damn. was gonna that Starter magazine. How can people get on Starter magazine?
They can find me on my social media pages, or you can give them my information if you want. As a matter of fact, your platform is a liaison for the
Exactly.
magazine because I am a contributing business partner with the magazine. We've closed the deal, and that's the reason
Beautiful.
why we're creating this tour because it's for Stardom 101 magazine and Artists Connect, not just for major artists, but for independent,
That's what we do.
upcoming, major artists and major independent upcoming labels. We're going across
Yeah.
the country to spread the resources because what we've done is we've earned our 10-year revolution. And I was able to grace the cover on the 10-year anniversary because now what we've done, we've secured the media, we've secured press with television deals and global media, Nielsen radio,
Beautiful.
support. So it's it's a beautiful situation, and it's so major that it's actually taken the void of the Ozone magazine. You remember when the Ozone magazine had a major physical presence on the
Yes.
streets, not just online. And that's
Yeah.
the void that the Stardom 101 is filling, man.
Nice.
You
Nice.
know?
Nice. Now, all right, cool. Oh my man, there was something I was gonna ask you. Come on, please don't let this drinking get to me right now, people. Me and my man been on for a minute. I've been sipping on the bud. No, it's Coors Light actually. Oh, that's the flyer. Oh, they can go to DJC Radio Global right now on Facebook. Go to DJC Radio Global on Facebook, and it's up there. It's pinned to the top. Well, it's underneath this live, and check it out. Damn, my man James, bro. I was gonna ask you a very pertinent question before you broke out, man. Um, my
What's good?
God, let me. Yeah, I'm trying to remember it. Talk about what you was talking about just before you started
Take your
showing the
time. It's
picture.
gonna come to you.
Yeah, what were you just talking about?
The cover of Stardom 101 magazine and the tour that we're creating so that we
Okay,
can build towards platforms like yours. I mean, because all
yeah,
of them are global. And we have a 500,000 plus subscribers and viewers online. So we're getting ready to put that presence out there physically, bro, because it's
all right.
actually
So
a physical
also
magazine, and we do an issue 12 times a year.
nice. Now, so that's every month. And now, how
And
can
we're
people
giving
get into it? And what kind of artists are you guys looking for?
we're doing full page articles strictly and cover stories, front, inside, and back stories. That's what we're doing. So we're laying out the exclusive major platforms during this pandemic and this crisis for reasonable budgets so that all people who need these business opportunities in these platforms, artists, labels, local mom and pop stores, businesses, everything you can name under the sun, including
Yeah,
beautiful platforms like yourselves. We're giving them an opportunity to advertise to our viewers and our subscribers on a global publicated,
gotcha.
platform
I
at
got the question.
reasonable rates because we want to up the ante. Everybody's major.
Exactly. I got the question now, brother.
You know what I
All right.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, yo, the question
Yes,
just
sir.
just came back to me. Now, people are in the chat room and they want to get on and they want to know how to be in that magazine. So I guess you can give some information about that later on. However, what you and I discussed, I want to reward some artists that I've been rocking with for years on this show. So I just want to talk to you about the awards and the type of plaques and stuff like that. Is that something that we can speak about off air?
I mean, that's up to you because, it's something that we've agreed that should happen
Yeah,
because we're the innovators.
yeah,
So we can do what we want to do with our platforms. And if not if, but when we see
yes,
someone that we believe has an opportunity to become great, we are the ones who are supposed to set the example for them.
yeah, and
Teach them how to be treated. so that they'll know going forward how the process should be, for them going forward when they put in the work and they become outstanding young men and women like they
Yeah.
should, with the right
And
personality, right presentation, the
yeah.
right attitude, and great fucking product.
And I got a
You
few
know what I'm
artists like
saying?
that I want to just talk to you, get them some plaques, and give them some recognition. I got a few artists, so we're gonna chop that up after the show
Well, that's
tomorrow.
what we should do.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah, we
Now,
can chop it up tomorrow because hell, it's about one. It's going on 1 o'clock almost
yeah,
in New
I know.
York on your time, so we can chop it up
Oh, yeah, we got here.
tomorrow.
All right, so listen. So give
About
your
that.
shout-outs.
But in the meantime,
So give your shout outs, brother.
say it to me again.
I said give your
I want
shout
to
outs.
shout out DJ Cisco.
Thanks, brother.
All right, I want to shout out DJ Cisco and the DJC Radio Global radio show for having me on the platform, giving me a fire interview. I want to shout out my artist, I Am Brill, aka Princess Brill, for being a beautiful feature on my new music. I want to shout out my beautiful first lady, my artist B, Patrice, and her new single Merry Go Round, and any and everybody who's tuning in and listening. I want to shout out to my partner, Chris Breezy, aka Chris Boykin, the CEO and founder of Stardom 101 magazine, for recognizing my vision, recognizing my drive, and giving me an opportunity to become a business partner with such an outstanding, you know what I'm saying, corporate relationship. This magazine is a multi-million dollar, foundation. And I'm just happy to be a part of it going forward so that we can help create avenues and real solid, valuable opportunities for hardworking artists that come from the underworld. That's
Gotcha.
it, bro.
Big shout to Holly Monroe. Big shout to MC Lady Z one more time. Big shout to my man John Hall. People share this page. Got my man Dick James on. He's in the business. He's an artist. He got artists. He's an affiliate of Sony, and he's got some views. So please listen to this video from the beginning once we end it. And thank you so much. And I'm playing your music. It's in rotation, and we're just going to continue to support you. All right, brother.
One love.
All right, brother.
Let's chop it up tomorrow so we can get that platform going for the artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to get them those plaques.
One love, Xena Great, John Hall.
Hell yeah. And before the year is out. All right, share this on your platform. We're going to keep sharing it. And I'll talk to you soon, all right?
One love. Peace. All I need. I'm dreaming. Dick James.
I'll see you. Peace.
One.
All right. That was my man, Dick James. That was a pretty long interview. We was just chilling, chopping it up. Big shout to Xena, MC, Lady Z. I love MC Lady Z. Yep. Oh man, big shout out to my man in Romania. He just let me know that I haven't heard from him in a long time because he had COVID-19 and he's in Romania. Please, people, this shit is spreading. Keep your mask on and just protect yourself, please. All right, so we're gonna play some more music. Then I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget, if you are here in America, or I think it happens everywhere, the time went back. So the time is not the right time. It's an hour later. It's an hour earlier, rather. Sorry. All right, so let's get this new music going on. Let me see who I'm going to play real fast. Play a few things to end the show. Lady Miz is mad at me, and she is absolutely right for being mad at me. But, her mixtape is coming out, and it is the Miz tape, which is I've hosted, and it's dope as hell. Her music speaks for itself. There's no more that I can say, but that complete this week, and everything is good. Okay, Golden Era. Nope. That's my man Tony also, but I got a guy I gotta play. Promised. I'm just going through it. So people send your music to DJC Radio Airplay at gmail.com, and we'll get your music on. Anything that you ever want to talk about or you need a platform for, do not hesitate to hit us up. We are not scared of any topic. Hit up Lady Miz, talk that talk and all that good stuff. We're gonna go off of Facebook right now. Nah, because they may mute some of the music when I start playing it. So I'm gonna just get off Facebook. So peace to my